This video is sponsored by Crazy Rick Grimes. Link to the page will be in the description below. Right, what's going on guys? It is Relentless and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my final review for this season of Fear the Walking Dead. Now, like my previous reviews, this review will contain spoilers, so if you have not seen the newest Fear the Walking Dead episode, please click off the video now. I am speechless. Now that was a finale. Now, I know a lot of people have been criticizing this show for the lack of, pacing, comparing it to the first season of the original show, saying the characters are boring, only considering two people are actually really good, Nick and Mr. Salazar, Danny. But this episode in general, they definitely stepped up their game this week. If I'm going to rate this episode, I'm going to have to give it a great 9 out of 10. For starters, it was action-packed. We finally got to see a lot of walkers in this episode. We got to see the ones that were locked in the arena. And Danny walks around to where Liza and all is located, and because he's trying to locate his wife. He goes up to the soldiers are in a watchtower, and he goes, "You should save your ammunition," because they're pointing a gun at him. And then he just walks on forward, and behind him, all the walkers are right behind him. There's all 2,000 of them. We get a big overview of all the zombies that are coming towards the location, and I was speechless. I think that's the most walkers I've ever seen on The Walking Dead. But I know for a fact we're going to be seeing much more in season 6 of the original show, which is just 1 week away. So we definitely got some character development this episode. For starters, Travis definitely stepped up his game this week. I was highly waiting for it to happen. I thought he was going to die, but turns out he didn't. He definitely knew what he was doing this episode, in my opinion. He actually beat the shit out of that military soldier that Danny held hostage for interrogation last episode. Because he pointed a gun at Danny for probably revenge for capturing him and holding him prisoner. But he shot Danny's daughter, and then Travis snuck up behind him and constantly just punched him to death. Now that I'm just like, that is what I want to see on Fear the Walking Dead. a Rick Grimes like moment where Rick loses his shit and just beats the shit out of somebody. That's what happened in this episode. It was great. I'm starting to like Travis again. I think he's been getting a lot of criticism from us fans and critics alike for not displaying the right reaction and just not showing really any sort of thoughts when this here outbreak is happening. He doesn't know what to do. But now you're definitely getting into the survival aspect, so just like the original show did. We're getting straight into the great things now. We had a lot of character development for me. For one, Liza, she was really good. I actually liked her. I think this is the only episode I actually liked Liza in. Other episodes, wasn't a fan of her. But spoiler alert, as you might not have noticed if you haven't watched the intro to this video, she dies, okay? She gets bitten. At the very end of the episode, Travis has to put her down. Because they're in a new location now. Mr. Strand, who was, the black guy who was in the wee cell with Nick, he goes with them and takes them to his, kind of like a villa of some sort. And this is where this event occurs. And then Mr. Strand tells Nick, "You aren't staying here. We can't. It's not safe here. We can't stay at all." So we get a pan out into the ocean. We see a boat, a big ship. Now something tells me, are they going to go for that ship next season? Something tells me they will. But we can't have the entire show take place single-handedly on a boat, or a ship technically. But I don't want the show to go that direction. Obviously we're going to be on land, because they have said the next location we're going to, I think, is Vancouver. So we're not going to be staying in LA, I think, for the entire time of this series. We're going to be moving around different locations. So that's what I do like about this show. So we're not specifically around a tight area like we are in the original show. We're just really in Georgia, but now we've moved on to near Washington DC. So I like what Fear Dead's doing with itself, and I like what AMC's trying to do with it. And I like the way they're trying to differentiate the show from the original one. So making it have a different feeling. We don't want the same sort of thing as we have with The Walking Dead. I don't know if we're going to be having those sort of situations where we find our characters in a war with another group. I think that's more suited for the original show, because the original show did come up with it. Well, it was technically the comic book, but the original Walking Dead should keep that factor for itself. In this one, I don't know what they're going to be doing. I think they're going to be doing more of a survival horror aspect. It's all about survival, but that can get tedious after some amount of time, so I don't know what they're actually going to be doing. I don't even know when they're going to be airing Season 2. Now, The Walking Dead Season 7 will be airing, obviously, more than likely October next year. So we have to get Fear the Walking Dead Season 2 aired before Season 7 occurs. And Season 2 is going to be 15 or 16 episodes long. So I do expect Fear the Walking Dead to begin its second season around mid-June, end of June. Because once Game of Thrones ends, Fear the Walking Dead should start, even though they're on different networks and different channels. I would love it if they done this right. We'll start in April. Game of Thrones returns for Season 6. Once that ends in June, Fear the Walking Dead Season 2 begins. And that lasts all the way through until The Walking Dead Season 7 in October. And then it lasts up until December for its mid-season. It comes back again after Christmas and the New Year, and continues the second half of the show of Season 7. And then we're back to the very start again with Game of Thrones Season 7. What an excellent idea, in my opinion. And I've got plenty of other shows to get excited for, like Arrow's coming back also. But Fear the Walking Dead is my number one priority, because it's my favourite show. Look at that. As you can see, love the show so much. It's my favourite show of t-shirts. I don't have as much merchandise as I'd like to, but I'm not really the merchandise collector anymore. I just like getting some things that shows my love for this series. I love the Walking Dead franchise from Robert Kirkman. Fantastic. Going to continue reading the comic book series. Going to be watching the show for years to come. Cannot wait for all the future Walking Dead related stuff and things that's coming. I cannot wait for the Fear the Walking Dead Season 2. I do think the characters are going to go in a new direction. Hopefully, I'm going to be liking Chris a lot more. He did get a beat in this episode from one of the military soldiers. He tried to protect Alicia because they're trying to take a car with them. Alicia said I had the key, but then they tried to touch her, and Chris jumped in, and then the military man just knocked Chris out, and that was it. It was like, whoa, okay. Even though I don't like the character of Chris really, I started liking him a little bit, but it's going to take a lot more for me to, connect with this guy. As for the others, I really do like Nick. I do starting to like Mr. Strand. I think he's really interesting. I'd like to see him delve deep in his character's personality and see what they can do with him in the long run. Hopefully he will survive for a long time. And also, another character I'm starting to like again is Travis. Can't wait to see what goes on with him. I have a feeling he is the main character of the show. Like him and Madison, yeah, they kind of are the stars of the show. But you have to put Nick up there and Mr. Salazar. They are great characters. And yeah, that is my review, guys, for the Season 1 finale of Fear the Walking Dead. What did you think of it? Tell me in the comments below. Are you excited for The Walking Dead Season 6 next week? Cannot wait. Definitely expect my review for the premiere of Season 6. I cannot contain my excitement any longer. It is jaw-dropping, it is exciting, it's terrifying. Well, my character's going to be in scary situations, so I should be worried. I do not want my beloved characters to die, even though I know they won't. Well, majority of them won't. I just cannot contain my excitement for Season 6. I don't know if my hype is entirely as high as it was for Season 5, because Season 5 was amazing. The Season 4 ending, whoa. And we were in for the best premiere we've ever seen on The Walking Dead, and that definitely has been the best premiere so far. But I have read reviews, I've seen the reviews now from some critics for the Season 6 premiere, and it looks like AMC and the entire team at The Walking Dead have definitely brought us one of the best episodes of the show ever. We'll just have to see next week, and I will tell you guys in my review what I think of it. So anyways guys, that's all for today. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and tell me in the comment section below on what you thought of the overall video. Stay tuned for more Walking Dead content coming your way very soon, and be ready for The Walking Dead return. Until next time, I will see you guys later.